Hello. Today I'm going to show you a new unboxing video by me for you. Today, let me introduce you the brand new Xbox Series F. Next gen performance in the smallest Xbox ever by Microsoft. That's the all new Xbox Series S. Ready for action. The next generation of gaming brings us largest digital launch library yet to our smallest Xbox ever, with more dynamic worlds, faster load times, and the addition of the Xbox Game Pass. This, of course, is sold separately. The all digital Xbox Series S is the best value in gaming on the market. It's optimized for Series X and S. The game built with the Xbox Series X and S development kits showcase significantly reduced load times and the stunning visuals at up to 120 frames per second. And it comes with smart delivery. We can get it once. With smart delivery, we can buy supported game once and allows have the best available version for whatever consoles we're playing on. And we can game on whenever we're looking for a day. One launch title, one of over 100 favorites in the Xbox Game Pass library, or of thousands of backwards compatible classics. There is always something to play on the all digital Xbox Series S because it's disc free, all digital, all next gen. We can go all the digital with the Xbox Series S and build a library of digital games. Our games, saves, and backups are saved in the cloud. Plus, we can enjoy the ability to pre-order and pre-install upcoming games to our ready-to-play moments. They will launch. And redefines the speed. The Xbox Velocity Architecture, powered by a custom SSD solid state drive, works together with an innovative system on a chip SoC technology to provide gameplay up to 120 frames per second on the smallest console ever. Faster load times. We can zip quick. Games load significantly faster with a custom SSD in the Xbox Series S, and we can change the game. With a quick resume, we can seamlessly switch between multiple different titles and resume instantly from where we left off. And of course, that's optional. We can increase the inventory uncompromised performance. The 1 TB Seagate storage expansion card for the Xbox Series X and S plugs into the back of the console via the dedicated storage expansion port and replicates the console's custom SSD experience, providing additional game storage and the same performance. And it looks better and it plays better. Equipped with the AMD's Zen 2 and RDNA 2 architecture. DirectX ray tracing delivers true to life lighting, shadow, and accurate reflections to create dynamic living worlds. And we can listen to our being surrounded. The 3D spatial sound is the next evolution in audio technology, using advanced algorithms to create immersive, lifelike worlds that put us at the center of our experience. We can power our dreams with over 100 high-quality titles in Xbox Game Pass and thousands of current favorites, new releases, and time-honored titles available. The Xbox Series S brings a launch library that's ready for adventure as soon as we can open the box. This is a brand new generation console. The new generation games are enabled on that. Hamburger, new adventure, the way they're mean to experience on the Xbox Series S, for example. And we have an instant library, for example, and a Game Pass option. And we can discover our next favorite game. Oh, Yeah, this is the new Xbox Wireless controller, which will bring us an elegant design, refined comfort, and instant sharing to us and our family. Because we can add a lot of controllers on this. In the bundle, there is one controller in it, of course. We can use them. We can use that controller. And we can go with an other controller to add them there. And we have more buttons on that new controller. And show off, tap the share button to internalize our conquest. We have a good grip, a texture triggered, and a bumper holds it tight to keep us from slipping. And we have a full circle, updated in every direction. The new hybrid D-pad lets us crush combos without crossing our fingers. That's awesome. And backward compatibility. With thousands of games, we can get ready for faster load times, higher resolutions, more stable frame rates, and better input latency on thousands of Xbox One, Xbox 360, and original Xbox games. We can go up to 120 frames per second, 512 gigabit of solid state drive, high dynamic range, and Xbox velocity architecture. More galaxies, less space, a massive leap in our smallest console that we can ever see. Oh, the tech specs: CPU 8-time cores, 3.6 gigahertz. That means 3.4 gigahertz WSMT. Custom Fan 2 CPUs built in, and GPU with 4 teraflops. 20 CUS at 1.565 gigahertz. It's a custom RDNA 2 GPU, graphic processing unit. The SoC die size is 197.05 millimeter. We have a memory, 10 gigabyte of GDDR6 128 byte wide bus, a memory bandwidth with 8 gigabyte at 224 gigabyte per second, and 2 gigabyte of 56 gigabyte per second. We have an internal storage with 512 gigabyte customized NVMe SSD. And of course, expandable storage. It supports 1 terabyte, so you get expansion card for the Xbox Series. And we have video capabilities, gaming resolution with 1440p, performance target is up to 120 frames, and HDMI features auto low latency mode, HDMI variable refresh rate, and AMD FreeSync. And sound capabilities are LPCM up to 7.1, Dolby Digital 5.1, and DTS 5.1, and Dolby True HD with Atmos. And we have a lot of ports on it. The ports are 1-time HDMI, 3 times USB 3.1 first generation, and the wireless standard of 802.11 AC dual band, and an Ethernet port with 10, 100, or 1000. And accessories radio, dedicated to dual band Xbox wireless radio. The design, the dimensions are 6.5 centimeters to 15.1 centimeters to 27.5 centimeters, and the weight is about 4.25 pounds. Wow, this is an all-inclusive pass to Xbox. We can get an Xbox Series S, and of course, we have to buy it separately, the Game Pass Ultimate, for example. This will cost, I think, $25 per month for 25 months, with no upfront cost. This is the Xbox Series S. Now, let's set up or dock the Xbox Series S console, pair it with your smart television, or you're not have a smart television and you have a screen or a television with HDMI port, then this Xbox Series S can run on it. Yeah, we will need an HDMI cable, power supply cable, we will need a smartphone with the Xbox app while running, we will need a controller and the Xbox Series S. Included inside the start package is the Xbox, the controller, the HDMI cable, and of course the power supply. The first step is we have to download the app using Google Play Store or the Apple Store. Then start the Xbox app and we can start performing and connecting the Xbox Series S onto our flat screen. So everything is there. We are now going to our flat screen. In this case, it's a Samsung flat screen. It is a smart TV, okay? But you can also use every kind of television or monitors which contains an HDMI port. Here you can see on this television 1, 2, 3, 4 HDMI ports. We can choose by ourselves which HDMI port we're going to use. Now we have to dock in this HDMI cable onto the flat screen television in this case. That's the first step, and now we're nearly ready to enjoy the full Xbox Series S function. Let's go down now to the Xbox, and of course we have to enter the power supply on it. First step, HDMI. We're going to the back side of the console. There we can see the network area. This is the upper dock. Then we can see two USB. Then we can see the HDMI. Then we can see the SSD additional port. And on the bottom side, it is a power supply. Now you can see we are ready for connecting. Here we are. This is path. This is the local area network connection. But we are going to use Wi-Fi because Wi-Fi is the Xbox Series S included. No problem. But if you like to make a connection and using a path cable, then a patch cable, then use that there. And we can see two USB ports. For example, for additional storage by using USB stick or another SSD. Then we have the HDMI port. Now this port is for our flat screen connection cable, because with the HDMI there comes the entire information will go from the Xbox to our flat screen television, for example. So dock it in there and we're nearly ready. There is only one right direction we can enter the HDMI port by using the cable. Of course, there's everything docked in? No, there's a power supply. The power supply you have to connect on the bottom side for get the power of the Xbox enabled by using electricity. Dock it in there and then our rig is ready to have fun, to go to the next step. For setup option is the next thing, for example. So Xbox Series S is connected with our flat screen. Let's go to the next step. To switch on the Xbox, we have to push the X button on the front side of the console, as you can see. Push it, and then the Xbox will be booting for the first time. And then, if you have a smart TV with automatic HDMI switch on mode, the screen will go on immediately. Otherwise, you have to enter into your smart television and switch to that HDMI port. That's easy, as you can see. Go into your television, switch it on, then go to sources, and then switch to HDMI. And you can see the Xbox is still running and is ready to have some setup informations. So now let's perform a setup. The Xbox Series S is docked into the power supply and it is docked into the HDMI port of my flat screen. Now we switched on the Xbox and we can see if we switch to the HDMI channel on the screen, on the television, we can see now here this setup screen. For the next step, we have to set up the Xbox with our smartphone while we are using an Xbox app. The Xbox app can help us to connect each other. That means it can help to connect the Windows identification with your Xbox. Let's perform this. We have that app still running, and now we can go to connect console, and now we can see here on the screen, we can see a bunch of areas which we can enter the codes which are on the display, as you can see. Now we are getting this code into our app. Let's go to it, push on it. I, A, J, X, Q, E, S, W, Q, O. No. O. I, A, J, O, M, gay. X, Q, E, S, W, Q, O. O. That's not good. This was my fault. So now we are connecting the app while we're using the smartphone, Android or Apple device, and enter the right letters into the app. Then you can see we now connected. Jobs done. So next step is we have to choose the language. Let's go to English. Australian, English, Greek, English, Hong Kong, Indian, Ireland, Canada, New Zealand, English, United States, for example. Then the location where we are, this is Germany, UK. Let's go to next. Now we have to connect the console with our Wi-Fi. So we have to enter in our Wi-Fi network and enter the passcode for it. The passcode you can have from your admin. Okay, this is the Wi-Fi passcode of your private Wi-Fi at home, for example. Let's enter it. So now enter. Now, while we are using the app on our smartphone and we entered the Wi-Fi network key password into it, we can transform this Wi-Fi network key into our Xbox. So let's go. Now we can see the console as we started, and we can continue setup using our app. So next step is the power consumption, high speed or energy saving. Let's go to high speed. Then apps and games, etc. Up to date holding, next. And then we can use remote controlling. We can enable or disable. Okay, let's enable it. And now we can enter into the app by using our Xbox profile. So let's go. So the setup is still running. Now we can choose the level of security. Log in. You have to log in every day, or every time you log in, you have to enter your password and your login information without boundaries. That means you are in private area at home. You can trust it. Okay, let's go next step. So then you can get some family members into it. So your girl or your boy or your wife or your husband can we have a different account on this Xbox. So now check some data, make some information, then you can share some data with Xbox or Microsoft, etc. And then you can have a name for your Xbox here. That is X. That is X, okay? It's an X. It's an X, X, X. It's only the X, X, X. Oh, yeah. So that stack is Xbox information and etc. Some information. Then we can choose some additional apps which should be installed on our Xbox. For example, YouTube, Netflix, etc. Let's choose YouTube in this case. Go on. And here you can see the Xbox. Then restart. And nope, no children's detected. Now we are ready and we can get into our Xbox by using that phone, and we can see the games which we load before. For example, we can here buy something like software, apps, etc. No problem. And you can see now in the back side the Xbox itself is ready for gaming now. So that means we're ready with the app here. The app is, you can choose the app every time and you can play with the app, or not play, you can set up with the app your Xbox, no problem, it will be sync. Now we will continue by using this controller. Okay, we're now using the controller. The controller has to be paired each other by pushing only the X on the top side, as you can see. Now push D and hold it. Now push A. The system is be docked into it and locked into it. Now you can join an Xbox Game Pass, for example. You can use a code for it, or you say no thanks. You can navigate by using the controls and switch to A, that means okay. Now we can find the best setup for our television, because our smart television supports advanced video features. Let's make it enable. Pushing A again. It's so easy, you can see. Now you can see it is okay for you. Yes, of course. Keep display at 4K, because 4K is nice. And this is a 4K display. Yeah. We are all done setting our Xbox now. It's now time to play. Okay. Tay. And there we are. Now we can navigate inside this main menu and get some quick tips. We can go to the Xbox Game Pass using our controller, as you can see. Go right, go left, go down, go up. The same you can do here. Here is not. A is affirmative. Y searching. Then we can make a customization by using this button here. Choose a little bit. Go back, and go back is B. So now we are on the center. This is now our Xbox area. And here we can go up and down and having some fun with games, with movies, etc. We can choose the Game Pass. With the Game Pass you will get some games, but you have to pay for it. So now let's see Netflix. If you have no smart television which you are going to use with that Xbox, you can use this Xbox to make your television smart again. That's awesome. Then we can go to My Games and Apps using A to switch on it. And you can see I have here 9 apps. This is the event app, the friends, community, Xbox, HDR game calibration, etc. And we are in some groups and manage some updates. Updates are available, 3 of them. Go to them and make these updates. Update all and update it. It's really important to get your console up to date every day or every time you are going to play yourself. Please go back. Let's go back. We're going back on the screen, as you can see. Now we can go to Game Pass. If we are buying the Game Pass, then we can play a lot of games, of course. We can join friends and frontiers. We can make different types of games with standard edition, etc. And of course, in here picks for us, that it means it gives us some information about some games of it. We can choose the games and we can see, for example, this one, and we can join the Game Pass. Let's go to join the Game Pass, and here you can see there are different types. 1 month for €1. Of course, renewed and after one is €13. Of course, you can do this in the premium. Now, this is the ultimate version. You can go to the Game Pass for console. Okay, that means you have over 100 games in it. Here you can see 100 games plus the electronic arts play, and there it comes continue new games for it. And you have some cheaper offers for you. This is the best value, the Xbox Game Pass here Ultimate, but this will cost you €13 per month. That's your user code, for example, and no tax. Because we can do this for free, not this. We can choose time games for free, or we can buy them separately. Okay, that means you can go to the store. This is the store. Okay, this was the Game Pass. This is the overall. This is the store. Inside the store, you can open the store and see some deals, etc. on it. And of course, you can see some fun games for you. And here's the Game Pass again, movies, which you can buy separately. Because this console is only Wi-Fi, or only, it has no DVD or Blu-ray player. So you have to download your games. For example, we can see some games or search some games or choose some deals, what you like. Here, 75% off. That only costs €36 with electronic aids play. Or you can buy it for €10. So you can buy it and then you can play it as long as you like. With the Game Pass, you can only do that while you are have the Game Pass. So here you can see the deals, subscriptions, the store, and you can search for different types of games. Here you can see Netflix for free, Call of Duty for €70, Call of Duty Warzone is owned, YouTube is free, Fortnite, for example. To get a free game download is really easy. You see, or you search this game, and then of course you can use a redeem code for it if you have one. So this is the store itself. The store you can see is it is okay. Huh? You can find some games, you can find deals with it, 50% off, 75% off, etc. And of course, you can every time see the games itself and the Game Pass lobby. Then movies, for example, and televisions. Then what we are going to look now, entertainment, events, of course. Marvel's Avengers has a new event. Ooh, friends and community. And here, Xbox Live Gold. This is a weekly discount thing. So, and then you can go and download any game as you like. For example, we go to top 3 games. We're inside the store again. Go to top 3 games, and here you can see all 3 games which you can download, which you can own. So go to Apex, for example. You can see Fortnite, Rocket League, and Call of Duty Warzone is owned. That means this we only have to download. But let's go to Apex Legends, for example, and we're going to download it now for free. So you can see get free. We do not have to buy it. We do not have to pay for it. So I got it. Installing, and we see now it's downloading here. if it is ready over here, we can start playing it. But in this time here, we cannot play it anymore because it has to be downloaded first, the data. Of course, we can cancel it, we can pause, and of course we can go back and get another game for it. For example, Rocket League. You can install your own this. You can install it. Now it will be installing it. Of course, it has to be downloaded as well. Now here you can see it's in a queue. Here, this is installing and downloading. This is the next step after it. And if they're ready, you can have fun with them. It's really easy, as you can see. And of course, the big games are not for free. But this is a standard thing, or isn't it? To log off or switch off your Xbox, you push on your controller and go down and right first. Go right, right, right. Go down, and go to power off. Then you will switch off your console. Do you want to turn off the console, turn off the controller, restart the console? We are going to turn it off. Oh, it's really beautiful. This awesome console, isn't it? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe me and give me a positive feedback. And I hope to see you again on my channel soon.